There's two schools of thought. One is structured, and the other is loosey-goosey, flowing with the wind. And both have their benefits, but both have major drawbacks. For example, let's just take the specifics of daily schedule. You could wake up at 6 o'clock on the dot, and then for this hour I'm doing this thing, and then at 7 I'm doing this thing, and 8 o'clock I report here and I'm doing this thing, and you hit it step by step. And some people need that in order to be productive, and that's what we did in school. And often people hated that in school, but when you have the freedom to make your own schedule outside of school, it's quite nice. I've done that extensively in my life many times. Then I got sick of it, and I jumped over to the other side. I was like, I'm gonna wake up whenever, go intuitive mode. My body knows once it's fully rested. So as a result, I'm going to just wake up when God tells me to, and I am going to just surf the wave of the day. And less gets done, but you don't burn out as much, but you get a lot less done. So there's benefits and drawbacks of either. Most oftentimes on the extreme ends of whatever side of the spectrum, you're going to have tons and tons of drawbacks. Sure, there's going to be some positives from it, but burnout. Okay, so how do you blend both together so that there's no negatives and all positives? Great question, Samuel. Why don't we dive on into that? Well, what you do is you have a structured morning and a structured night routine, one that makes you productive, happy, and fulfilled. And then in the middle of the day, you ride the wave and you let it flow. And I believe that this right here is the perfect blend. How's it doing, Sue? Yeah. It's a perfect blend of creativity and intuition, but also structure, so that you're actually getting the things done that you need to get done, but also you have freedom and you let the creative mechanism within take over. But you can only do that when you have the confident ability to do that, and you only have the confident ability to do that when you know you're knocking out the things that you need to knock out. So there is a blend, and this all came from being an entrepreneur, getting paid enough to not have a 9-to-5 job and be able to do my projects within an hour or two a day. And thus I kind of could just do whatever I wanted. I could just wake up at 12 o'clock if I want to and stay up till 3 and do whatever, right? But that's not good. And there's so much negative that comes from that. And your self-talk starts to bring your confidence down because you're not doing the best you possibly can. But then when you get in the structured routine, you're like, man, I feel stuck and imprisoned in this. So there's negatives at the extremes, lesson in there. So the moral of the story is that the best of everything lies in the middle. No matter what it is, no matter what topic or subject, the best of everything lies in the middle. So you must blend the two things that people fight so hard for. One side is super religious and one side is anti-religion, anti-God. Okay, just for an example. Well, the best of that probably lies somewhere in the middle, where you're not so religious that you're taking other people out, literally killing them because they're not of your religion, because this scripture and this book says to do it or what have you. But you're also living by godly principles. That's living in the middle. Right? Make of that what you will, citizen.